All right, y'all, welcome back to another episode of me, my soul, and saving you some money. This one is probably one you always hear when you go to your mechanic, or probably not always, but they always recommend that, hey, to do a tune-up. With that tune-up, spark plugs need to be swapped. Now, spark plugs are very important to the whole process of how the car works. It is the ignition. It is the spark. It's the name spark plug. It is the spark to get that car running. So it's very important. So when you have starting issues, possibly spark plugs. So it's another thing to check in the line of things that might be causing your issues. I will say, when I swapped this, it's very I've like as a person learning about cars, because I know y'all probably think, oh, I know about cars. I actually read and I try. And then y'all go along the journey with me as I try. And if I fail, I let you know. Yeah. So when it comes to spark plugs, I've always, and mind you, spark plug bills are pretty expensive. Let's see how much it actually costs. So low end spark plug change, probably 100 to 250. High end, 250 to 500 to get your spark plugs changed. $100 to get this little bad boy swapped. And this is the old one, so don't judge me. Well, you can judge me because it's not in the car anymore. Now, go to a mechanic, they're gonna price you high. So this is the brand that I used. This bougies. Bougies. Anyway, this is the brand that I used. These are already pre-gapped, so for those that don't know what that means, every spark plug has a certain, I'm giving you all the tea that I learned. And if you don't want to hear it, you can fast forward. But every spark plug there's a little gap that you can see, and they're already predetermined in distance. So that's where the spark starts. And that's how you get your car going. So there's a gap tool you can use to gap it appropriately to whatever the recommendations are or the specs should be. But these are already pre-gapped, so you don't have to worry about that. Plus, if you want to know what that actual tool is, it kind of looks like a quarter. It looks like a quarter, but it slowly increments in width so it can be gapped appropriately to whatever you need. So again, we talked about price, what Spark Plus do. And yes, probably one of the easiest out of all the repairs I've done on this channel. This is probably the easiest, and I didn't realize it. So in the past, I've just been paying for it because, hey. But yeah, once I've learned how to do this, I will never have anybody change my spark plugs. So last thing too, when it comes to spark plugs, you change them every 100,000 miles. So as part of the package and your tune-up package. So spark plugs is a big thing and very much needed for replacement to keep your car going. So also when you do have new spark plugs, your gas miles is going to go up. So like the miles per gallon, average miles per gallon will go up. So that's always a plus. And also I forgot, these pack of 4, let's see how much they actually cost. These cost $30. That's a big difference from $100 to $250 or $250 to $500. I'm gonna go this route. So I'm gonna show you how to do it. I will talk you through it. The biggest thing you need is there's a tool that's going to go all the way down to where the spark plug head is, and it's going to be able to screw that out, and then you put the new one in. You want to make sure you do not drop it in there. You want to use the magnet, and it's magnetized too, so it's going to hold the spark plug. You can place it down very gently. Make sure you keep it straight when you go down in there. But other than that, you swap the 4, put the new ones in, close everything up. But again, I will show you all of that. So no worries. All right, y'all. So after everything, there are some key things that you want to make sure of when you do this. You want to make sure that the coil packs, which are those long tubes that you pull out, go back into the same spot. You want to make sure you're delicate when you put the spark plugs in. You want to make sure when you turn it in, you do not over tighten. I think it's like you get it tight and then maybe like a quarter turn. Um, yeah, just make sure you're very delicate when you do this, and then make sure you close everything back up. Also, the fourth, what is it called? The fourth spark plug location, which is near the gas line. You want to make sure that you're gonna, it's a quick release. So you're gonna pop something in there, you're just gonna pull it out. So that's how you're gonna get it out. And then you just put that to the side. And once you get your coil pack, your spark plug swap, boom, boom, then you just plug it back in, cover it back up, you're good to go. The test is when you start the car, will the car start? Be very, very careful with the spark plugs. And if you're careful, you should have no problems. So very easy swap altogether. Y'all, if you enjoyed this video, if you found it informational, if you got some type of knowledge, maybe some confidence from it and feel a little bit confident doing it, let me know your results. Let me know your experience so other people also can learn as well. Sharing is caring. So yes, I'm sharing you information that I've learned and I've tried. Would I do this again? Absolutely. Very easy fix. I will say it's easy, but there's some steps to it. But once you get past that, you're fine. It's not the worst thing ever. And of course, you're gonna save yourself like $200. So hey, we'll take it. So y'all be breezy. Um, Follow the socials if you like. It's not really a big deal to me, but yeah.